Hello everyone, hello. It feels like it's been a while. Hope you guys are doing good. Hello. Hi. Alright, well, it's been a week since I last streamed, so I will kind of catch you guys up for what I've done. Oh, hey. Sorry, I had to take a sip of Pepsi. Oh my goodness. Alright, everyone. I'm in the server right now because I'm getting prepared and something funny happened. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, let me go ahead and get this situated. Hello, everyone. So, the last thing that I did, which I did not show my perspective on because, goodness, this week has been quite busy. I attended the sleepover at Limbo. And it was nice, I have to say. I think it was a good experience for me to have. I was able to speak with some more people, finally able to meet Jura, and I just had very good conversations with others. I did get in my head a little bit, and I shouldn't have done it, but I asked Rexaurus if he liked Paige. After having a conversation with Olivier, saying it's nice to have sincere conversations, the alcohol and myself got a little bold. And I needed to know. However, he said that he does not. I mean, well, to be more precise, he said that he once did, but not anymore. Which, for some unknown reason, gave me it made me feel something, and don't know exactly what that was, but something. It was a little awkward to share a room with my captain, but nothing happened. It was honestly a very good night's sleep. And then Apollo's funeral happened the day after. I was glad to be able to go. I accompanied Rexaurus. Well, no, Rexaurus accompanied me, obviously. Saw the high vessel. Was able to speak with her a little bit more. Kirn was not there, which I know we had spoken about going together, so I don't know exactly why he didn't go. But I did have an adventure with the high vessel, Rexaurus, Ophelia, Captain Arlo, and Kyanite, which I don't believe I do not believe I had ever met them before. So it was quite nice. We went on an adventure to a school that was in the overworld, and it had a few books. Something called A Modest Inquiry, and Research Study Zombified Piglins. I was able to read this one over. It wasn't very much. It was, just some stuff known with, oh wait. The various biomes of the Nether, one entity remains constant, the zombified piglin. According to Netherian folklore, these peaceful strain of piglins were brought into existence by a fungal mage known as Mycella. She created a fungus known as Silence. So, to just jot in there real quick, I also received a book called The Silent Killer. It was about this hero, I guess we should call her, because she, like, rectified fungal mages and gave them more place in the world, in the Nether, at least. So, I did have this book, but I gave it to Kirn, because Kirn is a fungal mage, so I thought perhaps they would like to read that literature. And with the supposed First Flame's blessing distributed among the wrathful piglins and forced them into submission, being a skeptic of the religious sway held over the Netherian crown. I wish to conduct studies on these particular silent piglins. Perhaps science will back up the religious teachings of this fiery realm, or prove there to be no connection whatsoever. Time and testing will tell. Pepsi sip break. I managed to gather a few zombified piglins and brought them to the lab I rented out. Needless to say, the other scholars are quite anxious about this, but I will ignore them. It is only through bravery and perhaps stupidity that we would discover new things. Days of testing have proved that these piglins do indeed hold fungus inside their bodies. I've cut into their skin and revealed an entire colony lurking beneath. Ew! Oh! That's quite gross! It is not dead fungus either. In fact, little tendrils attempted to climb up my scalpel as I sliced. Disgusting. It was an unnerving experiment. It seems this particular fungus has a will to not only survive but also spread. I have identified it as the kind of cordyceps fungus, a parasite really, but it seems that instead of killing its host, it simply takes over the mind and turns them into something more subservient. This fungus silences them. How poetic. It seems the fungal mages have found out about my testing. They are not happy. I have to shut down this experiment. Damn. Well, of course they're not happy. Oh, goodness. There was another book that I found. Modest Query, revised by High Priest Grimm. High Priest Grimm? Well, I guess it depends on which one it is. Our late High Priest was... Oh, goodness. Give me one moment. His name slips my mind. Who is it again? Zaros. Zaros Grimm. And then his predecessor... Predecessor is the one before, or is it after? I don't remember. The one before Grimm was Demon Grimm, which was Zaros's father-in-law. So it is predecessor is before, thank goodness. Two last high priests were Grimm. So makes me a little interested. At this first page, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Penned by Sister Pertinax. Excerpt anointed by Arcanic student Sil Barkus. Now let's get into this. I was going to talk to Rexaris about it the other night, but I decided to wait. To the most revered keepers of the eternal light, this humble scholar seeks only to better understand our most sacred tradition, the First Flame, whose veneration... Why was I able to read the other book so much better? Whose veneration predates even the founding of the fortress itself. This got me a little fucked up. Ancient carvings in the basalt ruins of Old Zareth. This was another thing that pointed out to me. Depict our ancestors worshipping this fire long before the first towers rose. And that's where I ended reading, because I thought it was something that could be read later on. So, yes. It seems that this book is questioning the First Flame, it seems. But I'm not sure yet. They're just making opinions towards the first flame not actually being here. But let's continue on. Might the learned fathers enlighten us on certain matters that trouble the pious mind? If the flame is eternal, why do the oldest texts describe it differently than what now burns in the tower? How came it to be housed in a mortal construction, when clearly existed before such edifices? Edifices? Oh my god. This is ruining my reading. I'm trying to be very dramatic, and this is so hard. Edifices. Why do the pre-fortress accounts speak of its light reaching every corner of the realm, while now it remains confined? Please tell me, for I wish to remain devout. I propose no answers, only wonder if these discrepancies might be addressed for the edification of awe of the faithful. After all, the flame that illuminated our ancestors surely burns as bright today, does it not? I pen these words knowing that the published version will look far different from the words I write myself, but that in itself is enough to ensure that I publish them. Faithfully and obediently yours. Oh, there's more. It seems strange to me then that even the most devout followers of the flame doubted its defecation? I don't want to say defecation. What the hell? Give me 1 second. Words are not looking right to me right now. Defecation. It's not defecation. There's no way. Because doesn't that mean like poop? Defecation. Oh my god. Stranger still, the fact that this text was edited by the sitting high priest of the Nether, I haven't any access to the original text. Perhaps I could speak with Professor Kane regarding those banshees he takes meetings with. Curious that the affliction took them underground. Perhaps there is more to it. Banshees have historically been able to traverse the overworld without any sort of problem, or so my grandfather said. Could it be that the first flame in their doctrine is more abstract than they interpret it? Perhaps the sun itself is the first flame, and the Nether has cut itself off from its warmth. Ah, well, for now, without access to the flame itself, all I ever have are hypotheses. Maybe one day the realms will be open again and somebody will carry on my research. The headmaster thinks wants something. Okay, that I read it, but I didn't intake any of that information because I was too focused on saying the words correctly. So I have nothing to say about it right now. I'm just gonna open up my mail. Oh, I need to return these passes. Bakery meeting. Hi, Lady Lorynthia. I've officially met with Lady Catherine about the bakery. Everything seems to be going well thus far. Upon request, she will be mailing me a business proposal. We discuss the details in person, and once she speaks with Lieutenant Lila, I will get a physical copy of what we spoke about. Since the next step afterwards is the business permit, I've used previous business permits in the MOC box to draft one of their for their bakery. Once I have the proposal details in hand and I approve, I will request their signature and forward the paperwork to you for the final approval and signing. Overall, the meeting with Lady Catherine went well, and I look forward to their businesses in the future. Sick. I do have something else from Fiori, so this may be... When might you be available for a meeting? I have an update on the business proposal and permit for the bakery, but I also have some questions regarding the trade logs. Fiori seems to be awake. at your letters. I am available. Available. I want to make sure I'm spelling this correctly. Available. It feels like it's one of those tricky words. I did spell right. Available. In about 15 minutes, if you'd like to speak. If you have time today. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So that's good. I have these here. Now let's see what the rest of this is. Radiant Craft. Looking for a gift to give a friend or lover but not sure what to get? Well, worry not. Radiant Craft is here to help. We specialize in jewelry, hats, and cool looking toys. Be sure to mail your request to Radiant Craft or contact Callie or Naomi. Jewelry. I do love my jewelry. Yes, I will be free. Great. Well, I am going to keep that because I most likely will be putting in an order myself. Believe this is from Helia. I've received your letter and look forward to the meeting between the realms. I believe next Thursday the 1st would be a good fit. Does this work for you and the High Vessel? I will reach out to the High Vessel in a letter. I should probably put letters in here. All right. I don't just want paper. Just want paper. Don't want to talk to anybody just yet. All right. Dear Lenora, I feel like due to that book, I feel like I can't spell anything right now. So I just need to check. I'm like pretty sure this is her name. Yeah, O-I-R-A. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm just doubting myself. Cool. Helia, dear Lenora, I know we spoke of having a meeting. Also, can you guys even hear my keyboard anymore? You can't, right? That's because I got a new one. I know speaking of having a meeting to speak further of strengthening our ties. Would the 1st, a Thursday, be open for you? Signed, Lorynthia. Okay. A meeting. Okay. High Vessel. Oh. High Vessel. Here it is. All right. And something that I forgot to mention. The High Vessel sent me mail talking about the meeting that Helia had just sent a letter for, and she gave me a gift. And she had said, oh my god, in the letter, to think of her when I see it. So, I think it is very sweet. Been wondering what I should give her in return. Maybe a, Why are you not in your bed? No! Come on. Come on. Get in there, please. Thank you. Sit. Ah, goodness. Yes, I was thinking maybe I could give her maybe a magma slime, or perhaps a blaze, or I don't know, something that could just give the same sentiment. This is also from Helia. Priestess spoke with Rowena and Arlo, learning the details of what information they could dig up on the goblin activity in their realm. Some disturbing things were brought to light, and I request your presence most urgently. Well, Helia is not currently on, so soon as I see her, I will schedule a meeting. Not even schedule a meeting. I will talk to her just then. This is from Vincent. Oh, I'll read that later. 2 quarters for you, high lady. These are quarters to me. You're welcome. Someone remind me who this was from. I do not feel as if I recognize the name. Oh, Riolette, I see. Or perhaps Mavis? Mavis, I see. Perhaps I should put her to work. I appreciate the gift, but perhaps we could use some merriment in the Nether. Okay. Well, time to have a meeting with Fiori. If Fiori is here. Hello? Oh. Well, oh, safe. Kind of forgot about that. You know what? I'll make one. Just in case. And also give her more time to get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a padlock. Save. Perfect. And then making a key. Yes, when I'm done with my throne room. Hopefully I'll be done with it soon-ish. If we go to the fortress... Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you are quite fine. Hello, Fiori.
Hello.
I was just going to admire the work that I've done on the throne room and then meet you at the office.
Oh, okay. I was gonna head to the office anyway, so I can wait there for you.
Perfect. This is what I've done. I kind of haven't gotten a lot of things done, but this is going to be the pattern that I am going to do. There's going to be a flame up here. But yes, this throne room is going to be very nice, very grand. And then I plan to make that room my office. And perhaps the Council of Ash meeting room. Or may just want the Council of Ash meeting room in there. There is 7 seats, and there are 7 council members, so that kind of actually works out. All right. Hello, Fiori.
Hello.
Shall we speak more privately?
Yes.
All right, I can do it. How are you faring today?
I'm doing good. I had stopped by to make sure I had all the paperwork caught up, and I was just doing book stuff.
Well, that is great. I hope you are adjusting well to the position.
It's been really easy. So far, all the citizens have been really good at updating me on their trades and mailing, so that's been easy to keep track of. And then meeting with Lady Catherine was nice to work on the business proposal stuff.
Yes, I can't wait to hear about that. I'm glad that you were able to track her down.
That's actually why I sent you a letter about it, because I did meet with her, and they hadn't made a formal business proposal yet, but they do have one now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know from the book that you have to have like the final like approval on stuff
Yes.
for businesses. But I can kind of explain well, the book kind of has, it just kind of has their business name. And then they said that the bakery would kind of help make it easier for Netherian citizens to have baked goods in the kingdom and help with morale. And so that was why they think it would benefit the kingdom. And I kind of agree that it would benefit, because I know near the castle that we have, there's the hellhole, and then there is the place that you recently constructed. But I think it'd also be nice to have a variety of baked goods.
I agree. I give my approval.
Awesome. I mimicked the permits that were previously in the Master of Coin box. And so I have it so you could sign off your name at the back, and then I can meet up with Lady Catherine again just to get her final signature, and I can have a copy of the permit for her. And do you want me to mail you also a copy of the permit, or just keep one in the shulker box?
Just keep one in the shulker box. Let me write this down. All right, you have my signature.
Awesome, thank you.
Of course.
I had a couple other questions, but is there anything you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, I was wondering, were you able to get this safe working? If not, I have an extra one and a key for you.
I hadn't really tried to mess with it, to be honest.
Let's see, can I even break? Oh, I can just break it. Okay, well, here's this one, and here's this. I
Thank you.
would recommend, you don't have to put a lot of things in there, but in case you need more storage space. How are you looking with space with the shulker box? Do I need to take any of the funds out? Do I need to give you anything?
You could probably take a decent bit of the funds, because there's quite a bit in there. Oh, I also, this is unrelated, but I have the squid ink that you used.
Oh, thank you! I have so many books to make.
But I went ahead and did that when I was out at Ink Train the other day.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
As for question... Oh, I wanted to just verify I gave Raina the correct answer. Yesterday she had sent me a missive asking about if she wanted to do a trade with, an Endarian. The law book kind of states to go to the portal, but since they are Endarian, she wondered if the going to the stronghold was okay. And I just wanted to make sure I said it,
yes,
I said it was okay. So
that is quite fine. Usually if I make any trades personally with Endarians, I also go to the stronghold. I believe it's in their laws to make trades only there, so it's fine with me.
I told her that I think either place would be fine, but I'll get verification for her.
Yeah.
And then the other two things I had questions about was actually to do with the trade logs, because I had looked back at previous trades.
Yes.
And I know since you were previously working as like doing the paperwork for Master of Coin that you would have saw them, but I just had questions on them. So in one case, as unfortunately Viscount Apollo has passed, I know in the book that we're supposed to have like the paperwork for whoever has the Fire Ruby tools.
Yes.
And so, would you like me to try to reach out, like I could reach out to Lady Rowena, because I'm friends with her, and see who has the pickaxe potentially, so we can get a different set of paperwork worked out?
Yes, that would be very good. I know Rowena had mentioned, she actually reached out to me personally and asked if we had to, or if they had to give it back, and I said that Apollo had already paid for it, so they do not need to. I believe she may still have it, so if you want to contact her, that paperwork should be easy to fill.
Oh, okay. And then the last thing was regards to how Fire Ruby can only be crafted by Netherians. What about just normal Nether Ruby? And is that something that we trade out? Because I know there's a trade for that in the logs.
Yes. So the Nether Ruby is only traded through the Master of Coin. As you are a dual citizen, you are able to craft that if you so wish. The Fire Ruby is also only traded out as well.
Okay. I just knew that I had saw that there was 2 Nether Rubies traded by Lord Kirn, and I knew that since you would have put it in the book, you're probably already aware of it. But
Yes.
in just case there was like future things that came through, just so I'd know how to respond to those.
Yes, if you have any sort of questions, I am always available for you to ask.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I know for trading, in case I ever run into the situation, what's the deal on if like can they gift it, or is it specifically only traded, or if it is gifted, should they still log it? Because I know for guild stuff, I personally log anything, even if it is a gift.
Well, if it's easier for you to keep track of, I do not mind it being logged. If it is a gift, it's not something that it just doesn't need to be logged.
Okay.
But if you wish to, just to keep things in order, I understand.
That makes sense. I probably won't need to log it then.
Okay.
That covers all the questions I had off the paper I had mailed.
Well, great. Is there anything that you need from me? Do you need any more books, any letters in here so you can send out your mail? Anything that I can do to make this job easier for you?
Because I'm also overall citizen, I have a abundance of access to resources to make books and such, so I can keep myself really well stocked in that regard. I've already kind of stocked myself up with note paper, and I have some books and quills on the shelves. I gotta fill it up more though.
Well, I'm glad. It seems like you're really getting into the role, and I'm very happy for you.
I'm excited to be helping out.
Trust me, I am the most excited for you to be helping out. Trust me, you've taken a big load off my shoulders.
I'm glad that I was able to.
Also, one thing I did want to mention before we depart, I would like to summon the council members for a meeting this Saturday. Will you be available to attend?
Yes, I should be available. I don't think I have any plans. And
Good.
even if I did, I'd try to, I'll get the council meeting first, to be honest, even if I had the plans.
Oh, well, I appreciate your dedication, but it is, optional, but actually it is the first meeting of the council, so yes, all of us should be there. But I appreciate your sentiment no matter what.
Should I wear red?
That is completely up to you. I see gold on you, so I think you match the aesthetic. But if you do, I would very much I think it would be very nice.
I can do it. I believe I might be able to find a red outfit somewhere.
Oh,
I have one.
well, if you need a seamstress, I know Reina has been quite the dressmaker.
I might go to her if I can't find my other outfit. I have to check my campsites. I kind of stuff my clothes everywhere.
Your campsite?
I previously didn't have a house until Amelia made me a house next to her house. And besides that, I stayed at the guild, or I had a lot of campsites that I've kind of like constructed throughout the overworld kingdom over the past couple of years.
I see. And how well do you know this Amelia?
Fairly well. I'm actually romantically interested in her.
Oh! I see. Well, then she must be quite good then.
She's been really busy lately with her bakery stuff, because like she runs the bakery and everything. And I know a lot of people like her baked goods, so she's been busy with that and then some of her own personal issues. But it's worked out so far, and she has been talking to me more, and so that's been really nice.
Well, I'm glad. I am happy there's someone out there that puts a smile on your face. Well, I think that is all from me. I don't believe I have any more questions. Do you?
I covered everything that I had thought about in my notes.
Perfect. Well, then I will see you on Saturday.
Farewell. Have a safe trip and journey and
All the things.
yes.
See you then. So, Fiori is very close to Amelia, even romantically interested. However, at the sleepover, I was told by Captain Rexaris that Vela had witnessed another Nether portal in the Nether, and Rexaris went through it to see exactly where it landed in the overworld. And to his surprise, it was right underneath Amelia's house. So, I don't know what to make of that, but all things point towards Amelia, but also she does not seem... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what people seem like. People can do nefarious things, even with a smile. Okay, well, I have taken care of that. Is Captain's on? Oh, and Helia is on. Well, did say hers takes prudent. Vexaris, I would like to speak with you about one of the books we had found at the school. Also, I know Helia wishes to speak with me about something concerning Arlo and Rowena, and I would like for you to be there. Did I say Helia? Helia. Oh my goodness. I am quite tired. I'm tired all the time. Ooh, ever since I spent the night at Limbo, it feels like I've just been more tired. I am going to wait for him at the keep. It is quite closer to the High Priestess Tower. Also, did want to check one thing. I know. Ah! I banged my head. I want to know if Helia did log them. Fiori is great. Meeting with the High Priestess. Interesting. I think that could be the captain.
Oh, your Radiance. I was headed... You alright?
Yes, I just seemed like you were walking past me. Are you in a rush somewhere?
No, I was headed to go see you.
Oh, I misunderstood. I guess, maybe we should talk in the first flame room.
Of course.
Oh, feeling under the weather at home. High Priestess. Do you know where she lives?
I have no idea. We could send her a missive.
Yes, I do
I'm sure
think
it's not far.
that would be good. Leah. Is now. has me concerned that she's not feeling well.
I have been reading and rereading this book on the Wither. There's a section that kept me up all night. Well, all of it, really. But on page 42, there's an experiment with a pig. Word for word, it says, Experiment 6. Live experimentation started. Subject, pig. Star essence injected into subject. No immediate results. But it goes on to say that the regeneration of the cells rapidly begins, to the point where the pig suffocated from his own skin, bloating. Don't know how long it took, but I don't know. If a wither star can cause that level of regeneration when injected directly into living matter, there's a chance that, well, Nether Star is the answer to all of this.
Did you not just read that it exploded?
I am not suggesting that we inject it into her bloodstream. I simply hope that we can figure out a way to channel these regenerative properties positively.
Do you happen to have a book and quill on you?
I can grab one, but I don't have one on me, no.
I will quickly go and grab one. I believe it is good for us to give her a copy.
Of what book?
The Wither book.
Oh, I already made a copy for her.
Oh, well, you are ahead of it then.
Indeed I am.
It seems she is actually in the tower. That or someone has come into the fortress unannounced.
Shall we go check?
We shall.
Up here.
Hell yeah.
Your Highness?
It's getting worse. Well, let's not waste any moments. Let's get to it. I will make us a private meeting group. Well, are you under the weather? Do you have like a flu or something?
I woke up Saturday morning and felt like a dead woman walking. And
After the sleepover?
Yes.
Well, did your withering also progress due to that?
I believe so. I woke up like this.
I see. Well, I think maybe the book that you have, Captain, is something that she should know first.
Okay, I will brief her. Earlier, we brought Ophelia to a school in the overworld that shielded itself magically from the war with the goblins, and through countless books, we finally found one that we believe may have not an answer, but a road to follow. It's quite long. We've made you a copy, so you may read it at your leisure. But essentially, years ago, somebody was experimenting on withering, much the same way the goblins were recently. Although, it seems the focus delved partially into the Nether Star itself, not just the withering effect. There are many, many pages to read, so don't feel like you'll be able to get through all of it now.
I was just checking and seeing if she was actually sick because of the withering or not. I feel like it is a touchy subject.
Well, that's hopeful at least. I appreciate it, thank you.
Ophelia also found some books that could help with possibly expanding her medical knowledge. She mentioned something about one of the books that she had found detailed a way to help with surgeries, to put somebody under, I believe was her wording.
Indeed. It seems, I believe it was called a torch flower.
Yes.
They may have some sort of alchemical property to alleviate pain as well as keep somebody sedated for surgery. Let us hope that we can reverse this without surgery.
I'd prefer not be on a surgery table again.
Have you looked into a pane of glass?
I'm sure she's aware.
I'm aware.
Well, we don't have water in the Nether, so wasn't sure.
No, Vincent made me aware.
Vincent, what do you
I
mean?
see.
I requested his escort on Saturday morning from the annex to Blackthorn.
I
Might
see.
have scared the void out of him.
Well, he does not see very scary things because you're not scary to me.
Really?
Not at all. I can still see your
Trust me.
eyes and your hair. You are quite beautiful.
If a bit of withering was going to scare your high lady, she would have run me off years ago, Helia.
I appreciate that.
Of course, we are going to find anything more if we need to. But I hope that this book and what Ophelia has gained will start getting us in a better direction.
We've also spoken with Elio, and he is looking for answers as well. We have as many people on this as we can.
Alright. Hopefully a solution will be brought then.
Yes. Well, I believe that was all that we had to speak on with the information that we found the other day. What was... Why exactly did you have a meeting with Arlo and Rowena, I guess?
If you recall, the last time that the three of us spoke, I mentioned that I would gather more information from them
Yes.
regarding their own experiences with the goblins. And it seems that they indeed were able to follow the trails left behind. I felt it was more secure to have a meeting in my tower. That way I could be sure that there wouldn't be many listening ears.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned was very disturbing, to say the least. It seems that, according to a log that was left by the goblins that tortured Rowena,
She was tortured by
One-
goblins. This is news to me.
She was kidnapped and
Oh.
yes. It seems that one of these goblins recently bought wine from her.
Wait, what?
What?
What do you mean? Recently bought wine from her?
Recently bought wine. And considering that Rowena has not had an interaction with a normal goblin that she can recall, it only leads us to believe that they are able to blend in.
Normal. Wait, blend in. So.
Are we certain this... How did this wine... I'm sorry, I'm lost. How do we know? How do we know that it bought wine from her?
There was a log, and the goblin wrote that he had bought wine. He or she.
Did
Bought
they
wine?
signed it the goblin? How do we know
It
for
was
sure?
written by a goblin.
I...
Is awake? No.
Oh my...
It could have been a prank. Couldn't it have been?
Maybe... Okay. If the goblin wrote this journal and left it behind, perhaps it was planted there somehow.
Also, what did you mean by blending in?
That is the theory that Rowena and Helen have worked up. Considering that Rowena has no recollection of interacting with a goblin that looks like a goblin.
So, she was kidnapped by goblins that did not look like goblins, or there was somebody else who didn't look like a goblin?
I've killed tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of goblins over the last 14 years. I have never seen a goblin that didn't look like a goblin. I've seen goblins that are cute. I've seen many of them. The vein goblins are adorable. Even some of the normal-sized goblins on the smaller side could be a little bit, you know, gremlin-y in a sort of endearing way. But blending in, that is something a goblin cannot do, Helia. I am telling you. Oh, fuck. I don't know. I need to see this journal. I need to see it.
I will reach out to Rowena and see if she'll be able to provide more information or explain it better than I can. The important thing is that we have been walking around for the past however many weeks, at least however long that she's known, terrified that someone within the realms is not what they seem.
How long
No
have they thought
wonder.
about this? How long have they been having this hypothesis?
I do not know. I assume perhaps a week or two.
Well,
I
never
see.
mind. I was going to say that would explain why they're all so suspicious of us, but it's only happened in the last week or two. I have no idea.
When did Rowena get kidnapped by these goblins?
During the war, near the end of it, maybe?
I see, so could be about 3-4 cycles ago. Okay, and what about Arlo?
Arlo learned that his sister is indeed dead.
Flame forbid.
The details were quite graphic. To put it delicately, it seems that his sister perished due to surgery and experimentation.
By the flame.
Seems the goblins have access to Fiori, Shriekling, Voidling, and Dragonborn blood, as far as we know.
Dragonborn? Who's the Dragonborn?
A friend of Zach's. Seems that Zach and a friend of his were cornered and fought for their lives, and only one of them survived.
Well, if goblins killing people is how they obtain their blood, then Helia, I have news for you. They have access to it all. On a lighter note, I've received a missive from Sorcerer Ashenvale. He wishes to speak with me. Would you like to be present for it?
Is it concerning Helia?
I haven't a clue.
You may go and speak with him. I think Helia and I can finish up this conversation unless you wish for Rixaris to be here.
I have little else to speak of that would require.
Well, then I will leave you two to it. Enjoy.
So, Rowena was taken by goblins. Arlo's sister was taken by goblins, and you were taken by goblins. I do wish that this was something that the Empress brought up during the tea party. That a citizen of her own was afflicted with the same circumstance. Do you not agree?
I believe that the information that Rowena gave me was recently discovered after the tea party. However, I do agree that information does need to be brought to light. I did not share...
The Empress did not know that her own lady-in-waiting was captured about 4 or 5 cycles ago?
I believe she did know about that. However, the wine and the hypothesis about the goblins still being around, likely not.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. When I had mentioned that you had been kidnapped and that there could be goblins still around, that is when I wish that the Empress may have told me that her citizen also was kidnapped, so that it could reassure and reaffirm that there is an active threat still out there. I just wish that's what she had done. Seems she's very close to Rowena.
There is another unrelated and legal issue that I wish to bring up to you.
Yes, go ahead.
It seems you know of Mavis and Rio.
Yes.
I spoke with Mavis a few days ago, and it seems that they have fallen victim to a very controlling relationship with Rio. And from what they've told me, it seems that Rio is controlling where they go, when they go. I am unsure. I am merely concerned for Mavis's safety.
I understand. That is quite unnerving. I will get the captain to speak with Mavis. I believe it's something that the captain should do. Perhaps even myself shall go with him. I just don't wish to... If Rila is being very controlling, do not wish to make it worse by scaring them. I hope I'm making sense.
I understand.
Yes. I'd like to get all of the information before I figure that out. I don't even know if there's punishments for it.
Nor do I. It felt wrong to me, and
Understandably so. Nobody should be, especially. Are they together? Like together?
I have little idea. I have never spoken to Mavis prior to that conversation.
Well, thank you for making me aware. I will make the captain aware of it as well, just in case
course.
he may see them out in public. One thing I did want to speak to you about is I would like to call upon the council. If you are feeling better, that is, of course. On Saturday, perhaps?
I should be able to attend.
Good. I have some matters to discuss between all 7 of us.
Very well.
Until then, Helia.
Until then.
I understand being protective over people who have gone through the same plight as you. Enderians. Always something with them, truly. They may say the same thing about us. Oh. Hello, I had joined.
Oh, had you?
Yeah, I did.
Didn't see you in time. Sorry about that.
That is quite fine. So, what was the conversation about?
Oh, Elio simply wanted to ensure that Mavis was not going to get in trouble for having a tome of vampiric knowledge.
Oh.
Yes, I wasn't sure if that was still against the law since it wasn't written in it, so I wanted to be sure.
I guess I shouldn't be so candid as High Lady, but honestly, whatever magics you decide to use, as long as you're not murdering anyone, I don't give a shit.
Oh, that's well enough.
Well, there you have it. From the horse's mouth herself.
The horse's mouth.
Come on. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean, but I like giving
Isn't
you a
that a
hard
saying?
time.
Okay. Well, you've blustered me quite well, Your Radiance. Thank you.
Well, mission accomplished then.
I can tell. Anyway, that was that's all that I think we had to speak on, and then we just continued talking about the book that we discussed with Helia.
Oh, yes, I finished the conversation with Helia, and it seems to be going all right. While I do have you here, I would like to get the council together on Saturday.
Oh, alright.
Well, I will send you a missive when that is to be had, but we have
Will
a few
you be
things to
meeting in
discuss.
The war room.
Yes,
I know there's no war going on, but it is still historically the 7 seats.
Exactly.
Okay, well, in the keep, Elio. I'm sure you know the way.
Yes, I'll be sure to attend.
Fantastic.
Well, that is good. Captain, when you are finished your conversation, please do meet me at my quarters.
Of course, Your Radiance.
I need to speak with him about this book. Also, I have the business proposal. Accidentally, I need to...
That's alright.
I need to send this back to Fiori. Oh wait, Adventurers Guild. Fiori... I accidentally kept this book. Here it is.
You too, Elio.
Told him to meet at my quarters, but I wasn't even there. Alright. We send a missive to Fiori. Oh, nope, that is not Fiori. Fiori. I forgot to give you a book back. It is in your mailbox at the Adventurers Guild. Now that I am typing it out, I should have just sent it to the MOC box. Ah. Modest inquiry. All right. The 7th member, so myself, Rexaris, Kirn, Elio, Helia, Fiori, and then Enya. Enya is our citizen council member. Captain?
Your Radiance. Is that an invitation inside, or
Yes, please come inside.
what can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to speak with you about that book, but Helia's issues seemed more prudent, so I decided to wait until the end.
Ah, yes, the one that you found in Arcanic.
Yes, this is the book. Also, I'm going to make a private meeting place.
All right.
Please do give it a read.
I will skim through it right now. A modest query revised by High Priest Grimm. Wasn't that the High Priest when we were kids?
Yes, the late High Priest, or perhaps
Although-
his predecessor, the Grim before, Demon.
It's possible that Grimm is simply a family name for many of the High Priests, if 2 of them were Grimm in a row.
Well,
I
that's...
can't claim to know past the one that we had, to be honest. Perhaps I'm not as devout of a follower of the flame as I should be.
Well,
Anyway,
if
sorry,
I know
didn't
the
mean to get
church
caught up on the
very
details.
well, that is not how it is supposed to be.
No, certainly not. Anyway.
Anyway.
Penned by... I meant to get back to reading, sorry. I didn't mean to...
Goodness. He can control a conversation.
Yeah. Penned by Sister Pertinax. Excerpt annotated by Arcanic
He's always gotta be the one to
student Syl
talking.
Barkis. To the most revered keepers of the eternal
Whoever he
light,
does get
this
with
humble
must be a patient
scholar
woman.
seeks only to better understand our most sacred tradition, First Flame, whose veneration predates even the founding of the fortress itself. Is this heresy, Your Radiance? Ancient carvings in the
Yes. Under the teachings of now, this would be heresy.
The flame is eternal. Why do the oldest texts describe it differently than what now burns in the tower? How came it to be housed in mortal construction when clearly it existed before such edifices? You know, if I may be so bold, Your Radiance, I have wondered this one myself. Is it not hubris to claim that we contained the first flame within the fortress? Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep there.
Even if that were true, the idea of us having the first flame brings hope to the people, does it not?
Of course it does. I did not
So-
mean to question.
So,
Why do the pre-fortress accounts speak of its light? Wish to remain devout. There's no answers. The flame that illuminated our ancestors surely burns as bright today, does it not? I pen these words knowing that the published version will look far different from the words I write myself, and that in itself is enough to ensure that I publish them. Faithfully and obediently yours. I don't really know what to say.
Well, I guess I just wanted to make you aware of it.
Oh, in the annotations there's more about the banshees as well.
Yes, that book that I had given you. The log from Professor K.
Indeed. Oh my. I fear this has layers to it. What does it mean, revised by High Priest Grimm? Is this implying in some way that the High Priest had the final say on all published works? Because it mentions, I pen these words, knowing that the published version will look far different from the words I write myself.
I do not know what it means.
That in itself is enough to ensure that I publish them. I'm sorry. I fear I lost myself in the writing.
It is quite fine. I asked you to read the book. Well,
Do you have thoughts of your own on it? That you would be
if I don't
comfortable
keep
sharing?
getting interrupted.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. There's a goblin spying on us.
I know, I've seen him for a bit.
He just the way he's peeking in through the window got me.
I think it is concerning that a high priest is labeled in a document that makes the first flame seem not real, as that is something that a high priest teaches on. I think it just shows to how much he did that we were unaware about. If it was the late high priest. We honestly don't even know how far the basement goes, how far back it goes, should I say.
How far back it goes?
In terms of history. Maybe it
how
was
long it's
past
been
high
there.
priest.
I hadn't considered that nearly as much as maybe I should have. No. You're right, though. That did not seem as though the high priest of our youth could have built it, did it?
Chicken Jackie! Yes. Well, that was all I wished to speak about, Rexaris.
In that case, I will take my leave here, Your Radiance.
Sometimes it's just too hard to talk to him. It feels... I know I do this. I sit and I wait and I think of a good word to say because I know that every single thing I say is being judged, is being processed. It is law. And he is just so fast, and I must monitor what I say to him. Just makes it a bit harder to communicate with him. And I fear that is why we perhaps have misunderstandings. Well, I do wish to talk to Kirn about Mayron's visit on the 21st. I do not know if that was the day of their date. The day of their date is leaving my brain. Yes, Mayron's name was not spelled correctly in the slightest. There's no more mail for me to do, right? No, just the pen pal letters, which I will do at the end. I have a lot of things to do. I have to send a letter to Enya, asking her for her attendance for a council meeting. I have told Elio, didn't really tell Rexars, but he was there when I told Helia and Elio. I've told Fiori. Just need to tell Kirn now. And... oh, interesting. Yeah, and then just Enya. So I think I just need to send a thing to... hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing as well as can be. Have you seen Helia?
I have earlier.
Do you think we will cure her?
I think we'll what?
Cure her?
I hope so, but I also like to be realistic. So if that answers.
At some point, it feels like giving her false hope.
Did you? I'm assuming you spoke with her today.
Yes, I did. She wanted to fill me in on her meeting with Rowena and Arlo.
Sorry, give me a minute. My ears. I need to. Give me a second.
Wonder what's wrong with their ears. Are your ears
Sorry,
better?
Oh no, I think it's a you issue.
A me issue?
Not that you have any issues. You just, you know what? Have you heard of a robot?
Really?
Yeah, you sound like that a little bit.
Well, it's a you issue, actually, then.
I tried to fix the issue. It
Well,
didn't work,
I'm
so
going to
assuming
try to
it's a
fix
you.
it. Give me 1 second. My goodness, I'm the issue? No, you're the issue. Hello? Does it sound any
Hello?
better?
Oh no.
Well, then it is a you issue.
Oh no.
No one else. I have spoken
Oh.
to many of the people today, and no one has said this, so.
Okay, you know what? Have a seat. Here, have a that's honey. Here, have a drink. Give me a minute.
Okay. Don't know what's wrong with them. Honestly, not as dirty as I thought it would be. There are papers on the ground. And a plate and cup. Does Kirn have dinner here? And not in the dining room? Interesting. I just thought we had different eating times. I may have to force Kirn to eat dinner with me. Well, need to remember. Council, Mayron. Also wanted to speak. I saw Kirn and Mayron having a conversation a little ways away from Limbo. So, I'm a little curious about what they were talking about. And I will get it. There has to be something. Why? Oh, we've got a mushroom guy. Oh, yes. If Vela's on, I would also like to speak with her. Just need to wait for Vela to get awake. If Vela does get awake. Hopefully they come back down. I do believe it was probably habits. Yes. Little things that I notice from Kirn and Catherine after getting to spend more time with them. I realized just how differently we were all treated. Which I kind of knew. That I was favored. But I just didn't realize how badly they had it. Well, while we wait for Kirn, hi guys, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Oh yes, and the fungus research book. Some food would slap with that right now intentionally? Well, guess what? You keep saying that, and I'm not going to do it. Oh, there they are.
Oh wait, okay. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'll tolerate it.
I'm quite sorry. I will make it quick.
No, don't worry.
Well, did you read that book?
I did. I actually really enjoyed it. Have you read it?
I don't believe I read it all, no.
So essentially, my Celia. Has she been mentioned in other books?
Yes, I actually have another book that talks about her, if you wish to read it.
Potentially, but Mycelia created a silence, which was my understanding, a fungus. And with that, she encouraged peace between people and piglins, and was actually the reason why zombie piglins were created. Zombie piglins are created from the fungus, the silence fungus, which are non-hostile. So we are forever in her debt.
Yes.
And that was essentially what the book was about.
Here, you may like this book as well. It's not really a book, it's more research notes, so it's not as thrilling, but it is something that has to do with fungal mages. Or at least fungal.
I'll take a look. Could you get me a copy of this?
Yes,
At some point?
of course. I will try my best. It is a copy of a copy, but I can see if maybe I can work my magic.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me see. Oh, yes. I would like you to be in attendance for a council meeting on Saturday.
Yeah. Let me see if I've ruined my schedule.
Yes, check your schedule, your extensive schedule.
I know. I'm busy that day.
Oh, really? Doing what?
Stuff.
Does it relate to Mayrin?
No. Why would you say that?
Well, I was looking at the fortress logs and saw that Mayrin paid you a visit on the 21st.
Oh.
Oh.
No. No, I logged that for her, albeit I was in a little bit of a rush.
Yes, it is misspelled.
Yep, and my name was also misspelled. I don't even know if I put a date down either. So you know how I brought wine to the date, right? She liked it a lot, and she may have had quite a lot. So,
Did she come back here?
sorry?
Did she come back here?
No. Well, she she wanted to give you a gift of a bouquet, which I gave to her. And so she came to find you, and I had to follow her, and we didn't get to the quarters, and I was just trying to keep an eye on her, and I don't know what she ended up doing with the flowers, but...
Well, I actually do have a bouquet on my bookcase that I thought perhaps that I put there.
That's right, I put that there.
You put it there.
I remember now. Yes.
That doesn't sound very convincing, Kirn.
What do you mean? I put it, and I don't know how to prove it, but... I got an item frame, I put the item frame on the bookshelf, and then put it on the bookshelf.
You didn't even know where it was. You thought that she had...
I may have had a little to drink as well.
Okay. And that's your excuse?
Listen, I don't have a good memory, okay? I'm sorry.
If you are lying to me about this, and she did go into my quarters, that is not acceptable.
I can assure you I am not lying.
Okay. Then I will trust you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now I hope you will trust me in... What were you, Mayrin, speaking about? At Limbo. I saw you both at the sidelines. And after your conversation, it seemed that you started drinking more.
Our conversation. She... after our date, I told you she was quite intoxicated. She was very in her feels, if you will. And I tried to comfort her as best as I could, but she wanted to be alone, so I tried to have Skylar comfort her. So I was just checking up on after.
I see. Well, I hope everything is going well there.
Me too.
Well, that was all I wished to speak about. I hope the rest of your night goes well.
Same to you.
Kirn is such a bad liar. That is quite disappointing. Don't know for certain, but it quite feels like Kirn is lying to me. And with me trusting their obvious lie, I was hoping that they would at least give me the courtesy of being truthful about their conversation. Or at least make me more privy to the things that they are obviously not including. I thought they could trust me. Lorynthia, you have many years to make up for. Cannot expect them to be so open, no matter how much it hurts. Hi, Lady Lorynthia. Tea would be a great thing to have given the recent events. Think in a more general term that the End and everyone else is processing the loss of Apollo far differently. However, I'm merely trying to push through and not dwell on it too much. Do miss his antics very much, and I guess the general stress he jokingly put us through. He was quite an enjoyable bundle of chaos. Albeit his hobbies did raise some concerns, at least from where I stand. All the chickens, frogs, and even the obsidian mining. Feel like I should try at least one of these hobbies, most likely be the latter of the three. Regardless, I can extend an invite for tea in the end and give you that tour, even though the void itself will claim me a fair bit. I hope you won't mind, as I may have to repeat so many things again and again. I'll ask if we can bring you here. Do you happen to have a preferred tea? I have one tea left to make, that being the yerba mate tea. I can do whatever I can to gather the needed resources to supply tea. Apologies for also not engaging during the sleepover. Didn't really feel as welcome there after some conversations with some people. Decided to go write some thoughts and get my mind sorted on matters regarding the funeral and the preparation of the Star Festival. Do hope you can attend the event on the 4th day of the 5th cycle. I hear it will be quite fun with some interesting booths. That is quite kind of him to say our preferred way of dating. Do not believe that I have received mail with someone making it so easy for me. It is very quite sweet. And if he is looking for yerba, I have some, actually, in my greenhouse that I'd be willing to give him for free. So, let me go to the city.
Potatoes?
Did I just hear potatoes? Well, perhaps I'll go and say hello. I believe I heard Athena over there. I was able to make their acquaintance the other day. I said my hellos, but did not really get a chance to really speak with them. So maybe that would be good. Does this make... Oh wait, I believe we just plant it. Yes, you just plant it like that. Okay, cool. Well, I will give him 7. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. Should I say hello? Trying to be more social, but also the sleepover party made me feel even more like an outsider, truly. I remember being there and just being on the outside of everybody's conversation. The only one who actually really had a one-on-one conversation with me was Rexaris and Kirn, as they would, and Olivier, which was quite surprising. But while I was listening to others' conversations and trying to insert myself, it felt awkward, like there was some sort of tension. And it feels like I can never get rid of this tension. Where did you go? Interesting. Someone's got to get rid of that camp. I don't know why that camp is still there. Okay, well, let me, first and foremost, do all of this, I feel like I'm missing something. I need to go to the flame real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, cool. I needed to check in my flame brain to see exactly my plan for today, for my work stuff. So, let's read out this, dear Vincent, I understand. People mourn in many different ways. As long as you aren't suppressing your feelings, then how you deal with it is your own concern. I do think maybe mining some obsidian could be helpful in clearing the head. That is what Apollo said to me, at least. Who the hell? Oh my goodness, Kirn. Perhaps let's do tea sometime next week. I will bring an escort. If you are available. If not, no worries. I'm sure we'll cross each other's paths at some point. I'm very much looking forward to the Star Festival. I have a kimono ready to wear that brings a little bit of the Nether colors to wear that I cannot wait to show off. Paulo's funeral was I have a kimono ready to wear that I cannot wait to show off. Since the funeral, I had never worn a kimono before, and since the funeral, I have begun to be aware of how comfortable they are. I understand why most Enderians wear them. It also keeps you quite warm. I am sorry that you felt disconnected at the sleepover. May I ask what happened? Do not wish to be too forward. I know I had... Did I already tell him that I was feeling a certain way? Okay, cool. Let me... Ooh, did not mean to do all that. Time... During the sleepover, I felt as if I was making conversations more tense or awkward due to my title. Perhaps royalty can never have a carefree social life with those who are not royalty. There is always a power difference that most seem to notice. However, I hope you are doing well after I cannot not wait to see you again and perhaps have a longer conversation. Please do take care, and I look forward to your next letter. Also, enclosed in this letter are herba seeds. I hope these help with your teas. Hi, Lady Lorynthia. Done. Okay, here's this. And here's that. Vincent. Oh, shh! How long have you been sitting there?
I don't know. I was stood right here. I was gonna ask who you're writing to, but you were really invested. So I was like, oh,
I was writing Vincent back.
I see. I was sat here. Well, originally I was over here, and then I just climbed over.
I had known that you were here, but I did not know that you had stuck around.
Oh no, I left, and then I came back because I saw you were here, and I wanted to mess with you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. Here, you can have a gift. Oh shit. Here.
I have many of these.
Oh, okay.
Here, you probably need it more than I do.
On. Do you? That's not true.
Well?
Anyway, here. You know what you probably don't have on you? You probably do not have this particular item on you. There is no way that you have a single blood rune on you.
No, I believe I have fire runes.
Still a rune. Okay, well you probably don't have a rock hard on you, do you?
No, I don't have a rock hot on me.
Okay, so then there you go. Original gift.
Well, thank you, Kyron, but I must get back to my quarters.
I need to. Yep. Bye.
Give it time, Lorynthia. Give it time. I do wish to speak with Vela. When you have a moment, we should meet in your quarters. I wish to speak with you about something. If I'm going to be speaking with Vela, I would like to get her some coffee. Seems like there's still people over there. Coffee and coffee. I would like us to just talk over coffee. Seems like Nixie is here. Hell yeah.
It's okay, you also didn't remember my birthday, but that's not your fault.
Seems they are still speaking, and Nixie seems good enough to travel, which is good. I can only imagine losing someone that you were romantically tied to. I know how it felt like, oh, good chicken, are you... How is this chicken alive? Okay, well, this chicken is getting itself into the pen. I don't know why the fortress spawns chickens. I don't know why we get them. It happens quite often, I have to say. Here you go, chicken. Alright. Now time to head to Vela's room. Oh, I do not have a bell for her. Just in case, I'm going to grab a bell and put it there. Guess he's at post. I'm going to put it here. I just think it's more proper to ring a doorbell than to just go into their room. That could also be Vela. Yep, that's Vela. Love how I was just peering in the window. Wait, but I want her to have the satisfaction of the bell. I want her to feel like she is important. She noticed the bell. Okay. And then, wait. I don't want her hearing the doors. I want this to be believable. Don't know why this is so important to me. Okay. Satisfaction.
Come in.
Hello, Vela. Oh.
Hello.
You are looking very casually.
Sorry, I couldn't find my dress.
It is quite fine. I
Apologize.
do like your outfit. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Of course. Were you?
I like yours too.
Oh, thank you. Were you out adventuring?
I have been building.
Oh, what are you building?
I've been making a garden. Kind of like a house. I haven't actually gotten to the garden part yet.
Oh, well, if you
I've
need
just-
anything from the greenhouse, do take what you need.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it.
Of course.
The building is magnificent. I
Thank
went and
you.
saw it earlier.
I try to work my hardest. See you've gotten more cozier in here. I love to see it.
Yes, I had to add a bit of storage because I went adventuring a bit too much.
Well, that is quite a predicament to have. Well, first and foremost, wanted to give you a coffee. Thought perhaps that we could share a cup of coffee and just talk. I know you are my lady in waiting, but that seems to be really all I know about you, and I wish to change that.
I suppose it is. I do wish to change that. Is there anywhere you would like to talk specifically?
Well, if you're comfortable with it, I do not mind going to my quarters.
Of course.
I know I have a big couch in there, so we can sit down. Okay, well, socializing. Starting with the court first. Welcome in. Please do take a seat.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize you had cats.
Yes, this is Ember, and this is Salt.
Oh, they're very cute.
Oh, hello, Salt. But yes, do take a seat. Come on, Salt, move it a little bit. There we go. So, Vela, I understand that you are of nobility, but
Yes.
what did you do before taking this position?
Oh, I didn't really do anything. I was just raised at the Sundancer residence. I wasn't permitted to have a job outside of waiting for lady in waiting. So I read a lot. I had my studies, of course. But that was really all.
Seems we are quite similar in that way. Bound to
I
our
suppose
house
we are.
and only doing studies.
Yeah, I suppose we are. Is the curse of nobility.
Yes, quite. So, remind me, is your family, what did your family do? Is it mostly lady in waitings, or did your father perhaps have a different occupation?
Well, my mother married into the family, and my father first, he didn't gain his nobility, but his, I think, grandfather, so we're kind of like an old noble family, so
I see.
my great-grandfather first procured his nobility through buying the title, after working in gems, in gold specifically. I get very nervous talking about my family.
Oh, no, it is quite fine. Take your time, truly.
He first procured it working in gems, gold, diamonds, however, gold
Marvelous.
specifically. It's not as sought after now, but through my understanding, we had quite an abundance of it. So
I understand why he was able to claim a nobility title. He was able to show that he helped with the kingdom's finances.
Yes. And then, since then, most of the men in my family have been knights or fighting in some way.
Yes.
teachers. But my mother, she didn't really. She came from a noble family. She didn't really have. She didn't have. She came from a ruined noble family. She didn't have anything coming into our family. So it was. I suppose it's only been knights and scholars.
That is quite a repertoire for a family.
Yes, I suppose it is.
I find that very interesting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that you mentioned a family member of yours once. I think it was a male. Was it your father?
I believe I briefly mentioned my brother at the sleepover.
Oh, did he turn into a scholar or a knight?
He was actually a part of the honor guard that escorted High Lady Azaria.
Oh, he was quite formidable then.
I suppose he was. I never saw that side to him, but I am learning. I might not have known everything.
I can understand that. War really changes a person. 1 minute,
Yes.
someone can be very bubbly and outgoing and so carefree, but when they return that smile, though it looks the same, you can tell it's empty.
Yes, it seems very damaging to be on the front lines. I can't imagine how it would affect someone down to their core.
Quite.
Do you have any other family? I suppose Azaria and Kyron?
Yes, Azaria, the last High Lady, was my mother, of course.
Of course.
And my father was High Lord Calith. Oh goodness. Why does the last name Emberfall. Emberfall. That is what it was.
I see.
He took the last name Hellryn when he married, so I was not very familiar with his life before, as he had died when I was 7.
I see.
But yes, Kyron is my adopted sibling. Well, not really adopted. Kyron's father then married my mother, and they became a step-sibling, I guess I should say.
I see.
And Catherine was found on the battlefield, and my mother adopted her.
I see.
So,
That is...
no siblings that I have of blood, but I think of them such as. I feel like the bond that you share is more stable than any blood connection.
I agree. Family that you choose is always worth something special.
Yes. So, what are your hobbies, Vela? I know that you go adventuring and you like building.
Yes. I like to sew. I make almost all of my own outfits.
Oh, really?
Yes. I find it therapeutic. Is one thing I was always allowed to do, as it was befitting.
I completely understand. That was also one of the hobbies that I was permitted as well.
Do you sew?
I do. I tend to make most of my dresses. There are some, if it depends on the event, I get outside resources from. But it's always been just something that I was able to do. Currently, I enjoy, I would say, baking more.
Of course.
I have a challenge for myself to complete. I want to make
Oh.
one of every food that I come across. So
Oh,
it's been
it's quite a
very fun.
challenge.
Yes, that's why I made the greenhouse, actually. I wanted a place where
Oh,
I
I
could
see.
have all of the foods, or at least vegetables and things such as, in one spot so I could continue to bake.
I see. Well, that's I can't quite find the words. That's really impressive.
Well, thank you. I
Oh, that's-
am very happy with it, truly. There are so
Mhm.
many things that are making noises. You guys are loud.
I-
I can hear a ghast out there.
I can also hear
Oh,
just
goodness.
so many things everywhere.
Truly, it is never calm in the Nether. That's one thing you can guarantee.
Absolutely.
Oh, have you met the new resident?
No, I have not.
Do you know
Athena,
of
I
her
believe.
name? Yes. Athena
Yes.
Soulshade? Soul something?
Perhaps.
Uh,
I just recall I spoke to them briefly in public missives.
Oh, I
yesterday?
see.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad. She seems very nice. I believe she is Elio's cousin, our sorcerer.
Oh, I see.
I don't know anything else beyond that. I remember I was quite tired last night, so I made my hellos quite brief.
I see.
But I would like to get to know her more, especially what brings her to Zareth. So, after the war, it's been quite a while. You feel like deserters or people that left to be more safe would have come back by now with the news and
Yes.
stuff. But
I agree.
I just wonder.
A bit strange.
Yes, but she seems harmless enough.
Good. Glad. Yes. I don't believe I've ever met. Well, I haven't left the Nether, so of course I haven't. But I've never even heard stories of deserters.
Well, I know this is public knowledge, so it's not mean of me to bring up, I guess is the best word that I can find for it. Rexaris' father, Denaris. He was a deserter.
Oh, I see.
Yes, he I guess you could call it desertion. He left and no one has seen him since.
I see. That must have been hard
Yes.
for Ixaris.
I don't think he is so open about how he truly feels about it, but he may wave it off and say that he hates the man, but I know that if maybe Denaris was here and Rexaris was able to finally confront him, I think he would be better for it.
I agree.
But you cannot control everything, which is quite sad.
That's just how life goes, I suppose.
Yes. Oh, how are your powers? Were you able to start any training?
Not officially. I at first I kept to myself after the incident a lot. Afraid that I may. Oh yes, I forgot about the coffee.
Oh, it is quite fine. Take your time.
I didn't want to hurt anyone, so I kept my distance. But then I realized I shouldn't. Being fearful of it would only isolate me, and being isolated, I suppose, all of my life for the past 24 years, I didn't want to be alone anymore. So I decided to try better, try more, I guess, to control how I felt.
That is quite commendable of you, truly.
Thank you.
I think that is a very good idea. Oh, it does that quite. It does that often.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it is
Continue.
quite fine. I think that's quite mature, Vela, and I'm glad that you did not cower from it and just shit happens.
Exactly. Thank you. That means a lot.
Of course. Honestly, when it happened, I feel bad for saying this. Of course I felt guilt and sadness for Pyra, but I also understood how hard this was for you. As your High Lady, I feel like I should know the citizens' positions no matter what, and it was quite hard seeing you out there, knowing what has transpired.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that. I feel terrible about Pyra's death, and I will forever carry that with me. However, I didn't know, and that doesn't excuse that it happened, and that doesn't mean that the pain will go away from the people they were close to. I feel like I think I needed to hear that. So, thank you.
Of course. They were suffering, but you were suffering too, and that did not go unnoticed by me.
Thank you.
Of course. I am glad that you've been able to overcome it, though. And honestly, I feel like we are in a good place.
As do I. We seem to be flourishing.
Truly. Did you know that Fiori has become our master of coin? We have our first dual citizen.
I did see that. It's quite impressive that someone of the overworld. I think it's good for us.
Yes, I have to agree. Wait, you just said that you don't really go outside the Nether. Have you been to the overworld, though?
I have been a few times briefly. I mostly go just to get materials or things like milk or stuff for baking or cooking. But the only time I've been there, I guess officially, would be the sleepover, and then not the sleepover, the pool party, and then the coronation.
Yes. How did you enjoy the end?
The end? It's very pretty. It was a lot more open than the Nether.
Yes.
I felt a bit. I'm glad Catherine was there because otherwise I think I would have felt a bit lonely.
Did you and Catherine spend most of the night together?
Yes, we spent I think all of the night together.
Well, I'm glad that you guys were able to talk and find comfort with one another.
Yeah, as am I.
I tried my best socializing and realized very quickly that it is quite hard to socialize amongst other citizens, and I realized that holding the title of High Lady puts a little bit of awkwardness and tension with conversations. Perhaps people are second guessing what they say because they don't wish to offend me, and it feels like I will never have a sincere conversation.
Yes. Well, I hope this conversation can feel sincere. At least a little bit. I know we don't know each other extremely well, but you have given me a great deal of comfort. And I hope to provide the same to you. Even if it's just doing my lady-in-waiting duties.
You have been a tremendous help, truly. I know we don't see each other often, but I will change that, truly.
I'm glad. And perhaps I will reach out more.
Yes, if you ever need
I do
anything.
not want this. I will let you know.
Perfect. Well, there is one thing that I did wish to speak with you about. We are going to be having the Council of Ash, our first meeting on Saturday, and I was hoping that you could prepare drinks and snacks for us to have. I do not know how long the meeting is going to be, so just in case people get hungry, I thought that would be good. And then, if you would like, you could sit in on it with Rexaris, well, he is a council member, but usually Rexaris in meetings would be like, he'd be in the corner just brooding over here or something. So if you have any interest, you are a part of the royal court, I would not mind you observing.
I understand. I will be there. Thank you for the invitation. It is an honor.
Of course. I will send you more invites in the future.
Oh, well, thank you. I would enjoy spending more time with you.
Oh, you flatter me. Well, I don't wish to... Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you get this enough, but you really have been a great help to the Nether following High Lady Azaria. It's pardon me, but it is not a high bar to beat. But you've done a fantastic job, and the community is flourishing because of it.
Thank you for the compliment. It gives me comfort knowing that, so thank you.
Of course.
Well, I hope you continue with your building, and I will talk to you very soon.
Thank you. If you need anything, message me.
Yes, will do.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'm smiling quite big, I think, right now. She is quite sweet. She was put in a very precarious situation, and it fills me with great joy to see someone have such a tough time and succeed the way she has. I'm very honored to have her as my lady-in-waiting. Yes, mission success, truly. Goodness, rock hard. I still can't believe Kirn just sat there for a while and just scared the shit out of me. Well, I'm going to wait for Kirn, and hopefully they are able to speak with me, because if not, I want to retire. Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
I will make this as quick as I can. I know you're busy.
Okay.
First of all, is that a parrot?
Yes, I have a lot of plushies, actually. It's not real.
It's a plushie.
Yes, I have a sniffer down here. I have an axolotl up there. I have a magma slime up here. I've got a cat over there. The collection goes up here. Oh,
You have a plushie of a cat in a room with other cats.
yes, I do. I also have another magma slime plushie over here. The High Vessel gave me a warden plushie.
Oh, and you put it next to your bed.
Of course I did.
Sorry, I shouldn't.
What?
Anyway, sorry.
Another axolotl, a frog, and a cat. I've got a lot of plushies. Most of these were from my birthday.
I see. Oh wait, this one's cute.
Well, I have been cooped up in here. Would you mind taking a walk while we speak?
Oh, of course not.
Would it
if you
be?
could make
Yes.
a chat? Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
Hopefully this is the correct one. I put it to normal.
That's the one where nobody can hear us. Yeah.
Okay, but we can hear them.
Yes.
Sick.
Isolated is the one where we can't hear them.
Okay, just wanted to
And
make
then open is
sure.
open. Okay, this might be a lot of information at once. So
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
I'm ready to receive.
Well, first of all, apologies are in order from me
Oh?
because I have been withholding information that may not necessarily be like important to you, but kind of is to me.
Okay, and what information have I not been privy to?
It's regarding Mayrin.
I fucking knew it. I see.
Are you familiar with illegal districts of any sort? And if you say no, I know that's not true.
How would you know it's not true?
Because I know a very special banshee that likes to stick his nose in a lot of places. So. Which
Yes,
I
I
am
am
not judging.
aware to the purple light stick. Yes.
There's a building in there at the very end of the district. I don't know if you've been.
I was told it was a bathhouse.
A bathhouse is one way to put it, definitely. Maybe a courtesan house would be more fitting.
A what?
Or another type of house that I cannot say because that would
hostel?
be kind of rude. Of sorts. A brothel.
Oh.
Let's just-
I mean, that, I guess, makes sense if it was a place of illegal trading. A brothel being there wouldn't be the most out of place thing.
And
But what does this portray to Mayrin?
there is a very special Crystallian who has connections to this brothel.
Don't tell me Mayrin was a lady there.
I am thinking timeline-wise, that would not be true because she's only a little bit older than me, and
Okay.
it's been gone, or not really in service for a while. So I'm assuming no, but there's a thought in the back of my head that it was true. In any case, he told me this info, and I had already knew of this place because of my father, who would go there a lot. And there were thoughts that I've
So
had
he's not the only
that
father
my
who'd go there.
father received services from her, but I don't think that happened because I don't think it lines up in time. But at the same time, I don't know.
Well, thank you for bringing this to my attention. That is quite the coincidence. Also, how did you find out that Edric was a part of the district?
I followed him.
I see.
It's actually how you know Sundew?
Yes.
That's how we met.
Oh. Sundew was
A
a
long time
child there.
So was I. Not at the brothel. We didn't go
No,
to the brothel.
no. Just, I don't know why a child of that age would be there.
Her family sold weapons. It's no longer in business, but
Oh. So, Mayrin.
does she? It's, and I don't know what to do with this info. Well, I do know. I feel like I am doing more harm than good, but I also I like the support she provides, but at the same time it's taking a toll on me to care for her and doing this repeated cycle of paradise and then not speaking to each other.
I understand.
I don't know. I care about her, but I have analyzed goblin fighting tactics more or less than I have analyzed Mayrin as a person, and it's eating me alive.
Well,
To say the least.
I am sorry that this plights you, truly. I know that you do care for Mayrin, with the way that she came for dinner, and the way that you went so above and beyond for your date. It does show. However, if this relationship is very mentally taxing and is providing you harm, then I don't see how this is good for you.
Well, it's not always there. I like the support and considering other people cannot give such support because of other people or just circumstance. It's nice from time to.
I understand. Just know that you have support here. If you're looking for it, I can try my best to give it to you. I don't know who these other people are that you wish to have support from, but
I think you do.
why can't you ask her?
Ask her what?
For support.
Because she is busy and not meant for me, I guess.
You guess. That's the key word right there. Key words, I should say. You guess. You don't know. How would you know unless you asked her? Also, she may be busy, but I just spoke with her the other day. When we talked of you, she talked of you so highly. She misses you. I know she said that for fact.
I don't know.
All I hope that you do is make sure that you are okay at the end of the day, that your health doesn't fall due to the stress that you're feeling with Mayrin. And as long as you do that, then I will not push any further. But I hope you take what I've said today and really think about it. Yes.
Down here.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Of course. I think you'll figure it out. And you'll be good, Kyron.
I hope so.
Truly.
What did she say? I'm just curious. You know.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, oh gosh. Don't want to put words in her mouth, but along the lines of Kyron is really strong. I miss them. They are quite dependable. Just very good things. Gassing you up, I should say.
Okay, well that's good.
I know for certain she has a lot of care in her heart for you.
I understand that, but I think she has more care for somebody else, which is fine. That's
Who?
I yeah. A shriekling?
Arlo?
No.
The High Vessel?
No. The only other one who's a man.
Kyan? Balefire.
I think. So.
I don't see it.
You don't see it.
No.
Well, I mean, he took her on a camping trip.
Oh, so that means they're married. Wow.
No, but they have a very special connection, and the girl has also told me about. I don't know. I just think there's something there.
Okay, and you may think that. Continue, go ahead.
I just. I can't interfere with that if that's what she.
Okay, but how do you know that's what she wants? Honestly, Kyron, I think you're doing an injustice. You're not wooing her. How will she know the choices if she's not given them? You need to make yourself available, an option. So she actually
did by accident.
And?
Well, yesterday I didn't want to sleep here, so I went to her house. She wasn't there, so I slept on the couch, and I basically slept at her house.
Okay. Did she know that you
not
were there
with
after?
the intention to woo. Yeah, she woke me up in
Did she
her
find
house.
it endearing, cute? What?
I don't know. I didn't really go to woo her. I was just really tired.
Okay, well, I think if I was in that position and I saw someone who could be romantically interested in, I would find that endearing. I would find that as, wow, they really take comfort in where I am, where I stay. That would give them a boost. I
don't know. Maybe I should just forget about the
No,
whole situation.
I am sorry for getting too excited. Or I
No,
don't think
it's
excited is not the
okay.
right word, but I just I hope you really think about this. truly. Your happiness is what you make of it. And you saying, I think, and I don't know. Well, maybe you should ask her. Make yourself an option. And if you don't...
But
Yes?
then there's Mayrin.
Well, if she's mentally draining you, Kirn, I do think you need to end it.
But if I am afraid of what she'll do once we end things.
Well, she may cry and she may badmouth you to her friends, but that's really all she should be doing. Are you afraid that she'd do something more?
I mean, potentially. I don't know.
You don't think she would hurt you, do you?
I mean, she could definitely try. I don't think it's gonna work.
I am also very secure in how well protected you are, but even if she...
Let's just say that this has been tried and tested. The chances of me getting hurt to a Crystallian are very low.
Tried and tested. How did you test it?
I got a Crystallian.
What? You what? I didn't understand what you just said.
Well, I coordinated something with the Crystallian. Tested
Okay.
out.
So you decided to train extensively to the point where you
No.
might have had death.
No. I didn't train. It was more of a one-time test.
And
I'm sorry. And what?
was it with Vincent? Was it with someone with the royal court?
No.
Was it Mayrin? Yes, it was. She is the sorceress, so I guess she is also a part of the royal court. Was this consented? Was this like a consensual fight?
Yes, it was.
Okay. I don't like the idea of that. Don't do that ever again.
I haven't done it since.
Good. And you're afraid that she may go further than that?
I am not afraid. I just like to think a million steps ahead. It's not healthy, but I do it.
I understand, but also those thoughts are based off of actual concerns. I don't mean to, like, get into your mind, but subconsciously, I feel like that is a logical answer.
I just know she's a fragile person with very little support. I just don't want her
She has
to do
Skylar,
something
doesn't
stupid
she?
out of emotion. Skylar's a bit of an asshole.
And she's got Rowena.
Rowena's great, but
We've
I
had
feel like
many
them
different
two-
interactions with her then.
I like Rowena. It's just her and Mayrin are in a tough spot because Mayrin's kind of been isolating, which is also why I've been going a little bit, you know.
Just, you're young. Don't get hung up on something that does not serve you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't hit 30 yet. Don't call me ma'am.
Why did you? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Scary. Goddamn.
Well, I guess be safe, truly. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. At least the decision that benefits you the most.
Thank you.
Of course. I may not be very skilled in romance. Honestly, I think I lack it quite
It's okay. I can ask the high
Often.
vessel.
Well, unless she is courting other people, I don't know what that entails.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Thursday we have our meeting to see if a political marriage is something that would be interesting for both
Are you
of the
gonna wear
realms.
this to the meeting?
Why? Do
Or
you
maybe
think
a
it will
bathing
convince
suit?
her?
Do you hear what I said?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, well, shit.
No, I'll tell you because it's kind of
Mhm.
funny. So I asked if you're gonna wear that.
Yeah.
And then I asked if you were gonna wear your bathing suit instead.
Oh, no. Do not wish to give her a heart attack. Well, I guess this is where I say my goodnight and retire. What the
Stop
fuck are you
moving.
looking for?
I'm
Don't
just trying to see what you have in your.
don't take the money. I swear to God.
I won't take the money.
I swear to the
That's-
flame. What are you doing?
Why? Hold on. Why do you have a block of sand, 2 birch saplings?
I told you I went
Raw
on an
bacon.
adventure. I told you I went on an adventure in the overworld.
And you figured, oh, let me bring back a block of sand.
Yes, we may need sand. I'm a collector. What can I say?
We have so much sand in the vault.
Well, I like collecting things. That's why I have a backpack on, even though it clashes
Is that
with the
safe,
outfit.
not heavy?
It is, but I'm strong. I'm a strong woman.
That's true. I had to lockpick my save. I got very good at lockpicking, though.
That's concerning.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that. I don't... Hold on.
Let me
hold on.
rewind.
It is a skill I do for practice on my own time. I do not plan to use that and, break into vaults. Because, quite frankly, I don't care what's in other vaults.
I didn't even think about it. Other kingdoms must have vaults.
I mean, I have like 5 lockpicks. I can.
Don't you dare. If you did that, I could not save you. I'd have to say goodbye.
What?
Look, money is a crazy thing. Oh,
Why'd you make that sound? No, I'm just kidding.
yes, I took. Yeah, I made it for sure. Okay, well, I am retiring for the night. Good night,
Me
Kyron.
too. Good night.
Well, I guess Kyron told me the truth. That sounded like the truth, at least. I am glad that they felt comfortable to do so. We have found out quite a lot today. Quite a lot, truly. Oh, my lord. I want to see if I can find more information about the High Priest. The idea that he basically greenlit a heresy book against the First Flame is quite concerning. I need to write down my points for the council meeting with everyone else. Natalie, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships! Thank you! Period. But yeah, I have a lot of things to look up. Maybe Kyron should go on a break here soon. They seem quite tired. Honestly, I'm getting quite tired myself. I have so many meetings to do. Maybe after the council meeting on Saturday. I haven't been there since I was a child, but we have a family home. It's on the outskirts of the Nether. I don't believe it was destroyed that badly, at least Mother was stationed there, so She really loved that house. Perhaps she just liked being away from us. However, do you have some fond memories there? Maybe it's time I go on a vacation. Who knows? Maybe I'll find some interesting decor choices and decide to change up my whole room. Anyways, time to rest. Okay, everyone! Oh my god! We had what I would say a pretty successful stream. Pretty long, have to do say so myself. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Kai Shade Shipper, out of character, I am. Lorynthia in character also kind of is. Really, she's just a Kyron please be happy shipper. With the high vessel, I don't know. I think I need a break from everything. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys liked it. So happy. Kyron, just be happy. Oh, Lord. Perhaps we will definitely, you'll hear more about the vacation home soon. TM. All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching, but I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. So I will see you guys later. Good night. Good night, good night, good night.